Hi everyone, it's Yasa here from Being Human. Allow me to explain to you something about bubble karma and what that actually means, because everyone's been in COVID-19 and I hear everyone's coming out of their bubbles and stuff is starting to happen. So when you become aware, you want to know where this all comes from, because everything comes from somewhere. So I need a bubble. Oh my God! Found the perfect bubble. Oh. Now, this is you inside your bubble. Heaven sounds nice. Hang on there, mate. Right, now there's you inside your bubble. For the last couple, we've been in our bubble for 8 weeks. Now, everything on the outside is a reflection of the inside. So if anything happens to you in any way, it comes with this, okay? Your subconscious ego and its blessed subconscious mind programs. Now, with you coming out of a bubble, here, your subconscious ego will go back in its memory banks to find out how you come outside of a bubble. So we'll put you over there, mate. And you've come outside your bubble, so there you go. And something's happened. So then you go, where the heck did that come from? I've never been in a bubble before. I've never been restrained like this before. Well, you've got to look inside, and you've got to go before 7 years old, and the further back you go, the more powerful and stronger the clearing is. So what you'll find is you'll find yourself inside mum, inside of a bubble. So whatever happens at birth, when you broke your waters and popped outside of your human bubble, will be reflected in how you come out of this bubble. I seem to be having trouble with the internet connection. Anyway, let's see how we keep going. So, I had a friend today. She popped outside of her bubble, first time for weeks, and the first thing she manifests is a sting from a wasp on her right foot. And she's right-handed. Your dominant side will determine what side is positive and what side is masculine and what side is the negative charge and which side is feminine. This friend, her right-hand side she was right-handed, so that means her right-hand side is the masculine side. So when she jumped out of her bubble, a male stung her, metaphorically, somehow. Could be a remark, could be something. So she comes out of her bubble, breaks her bubble, and the first thing she manifests from birth, which is recorded inside her subconscious ego, is that she gets stung on the right-hand side. So she has a masculine issue. A masculine issue with coming out. A masculine issue. Now, birth is moving forward. So as soon as you start popping out of your bubble, your subconscious thinks you are being born, and you're starting to move forward for yourself, because this birth is for you, no one else. So when this person moves forward, she's programmed to be stung by a male for whatever reason. Whatever happens to yourself when you come out of your bubble is a reflection on the outside of what happened when you were born. That's a very good one to remember. So everyone who's coming out of their bubble, who are basically being reborn subconsciously, all around the world, they are going to be repeating their birth patterns. If something happens with the male, it's going to be on your dominant side. Whether you're left-hand side or right, it's going to happen on your masculine side. If anything happens to your left-hand side or your supportive side, it will be to do with the female and your female side. This is your masculine side and this is your feminine side. And it's their job to reflect back to you what you have in your subconscious matrix about being feminine and about being masculine. So in this case, just remember, whatever happens, you are popping your bubble and you are going outside and you are moving forward. Those are the main things you have to remember, and just be aware of what happens. Masculine, feminine, group consciousness. If you go home, if you go to work, first day back at work, you look for the group consciousness. Now your first group consciousness in a birth is your family. So you will be duplicating in that group consciousness what the subconscious has picked up or was aware of the family dynamics when you were born. Have a look at it. Everything is there underneath our nose. It's our job to work out what it means and be aware of it. Clearing your subconscious programming is a two-pot mix. You have to work out what the pattern is, and then you can clear it. And the working out what the pattern is gives us the awareness and the wisdom of how everything is. The clearing helps to get rid of the patterning so you can live your life in a much better state. In perfection, because we teach you to put your soul in there rather than the fourth dimensional patterning. If you're interested in clearing any of your birth patternings because you are manifesting stuff when you're popping out your bubble, please drop us a message. We can give you a hand with it. And we run courses to show people how to clear their subconscious patterning. Birth patterning, gestation patterning, however it is. The link will be the link to our site will be underneath the screen. Okay. Just be aware, please, and please understand everything comes from somewhere. No thing just pops out of nowhere. Okay? All right. All the best with you popping out of your bubble and your birth patternings. Cheers.